new and interesting NFT projects coming out soon. I'm your host, Philip Kalinko. Next to me is Morland Mount, and this is the NFT Show.
How's it going?
Morland,
We're
hi,
back
my
with
brother.
more. Good. You had a good weekend?
Yeah, good. We hit a
Excellent.
thousand. We
I
hit a
know.
thousand. Now we can finish. That's it. Pack your bags.
Yep.
Time to.
One milestone done, and we're out.
We're so we achieved our short-term goal. Incredible, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, congratulations to you too. I wasn't here
Thank
on
you.
Friday to celebrate the live hitting 1,000, but
So it didn't. As we were talking about just being close. Obviously, I'm not looking at the numbers while I'm on air. And literally, as the show finished, I just went into Discord, and the guys were like, "Well done and congrats!" And it's like, "What?" It's like, "No, you hit 1,000." So that's incredible. Nice thing about hitting 1,000 for the viewers is that we are giving away a Junkyard Dog NFT, currently valued at just under 0.05. It's one that I paid 0.08. Junkyard Dogs is a cool OG project. They drop scrap every single month for you, and you can use that scrap on Polygon to build other NFTs from it. So it's really actually quite a cool NFT, especially an entry level one to get into because they really do. Do quite cool things with the scrap, and it's quite a good one. So someone's going to win it.
I've always liked their NFTs. They were one of the first ones to do a moving GIF. All of
Yes.
them have some sort of moving aspect to it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I reckon, as this moving meta gets going from Invisible Friends, I think there will be some value in these, and I think that um, they will go up in price. I really do. So, just to let you know, the giveaway for the free NFT is running until this coming Friday. The way to enter is simple. You need to be subscribed to our YouTube channel and you need to enter the giveaway on our Discord. If you're not watching us on YouTube, the best way is just to come to our YouTube channel, type the NFT show in YouTube search, and then look at the About section, and there's our Discord link. Come into the Discord, you'll see there's a section called giveaways or giveaway announcements, I think. And just react there, and that's where we'll be announcing the winner. But Friday, we'll do it on Friday. I don't know if we can. It's 7 days, so it'll probably be just after Friday's show. But we'll
Okay.
announce it in Discord for sure.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Some
Yeah.
lucky winner. So what do we got for the people today?
We got some cool projects, and I'm going to hand it over to you, my friend.
Yeah. So the first one that we're going to bring today is actually quite small collection, very exclusive. But if you can get in on this, I think it's going to be something special. So that is Kibatsu Mecha. So this is a collection of 2,222 of these moving robot mecha avatars. So I personally love the art. It's really, really unique, and I think the size of the collection being so exclusive is what makes this so special. And the reason it's so exclusive is because the artist that's created this actually has some other collections, and that's how you're going to get access to this. It's going to be a 100% allow list or whitelist. So they're going to have a holders of the current collections by the artist have access to a certain number of drops or mints rather, and then allow lists that are handed out for people that are involved in the community are able to mint one. I'll go over that a little bit more in detail in a bit, but I really like the art style. I think it's great. I think it goes really well with the NFT space and what's popular. And if we actually take a look about the details, it gets into the collection being part of it's the Genesis collection of the Kabatsu Corp, brand and integral component of the lore of the megacity Kabatsu, a world and story developed by artist and animator Jerry Liao. I hope I'm saying that right. So Jerry, also known as Sloppy J44 on Twitter, he's got quite a few collections already out and available to purchase. And when you actually go into the details of these, they're really great. I love what I'm seeing. You go to his studio page. He's established in the space. He's worked on some recent clients are ESPN, NASA, Disney, Spotify, Netflix, Facebook, Discovery Channel. So a ton of different different clients, and the fact that he has his own studio and it's very well established is bullish for me. And then that's not all. You go to his work, and you can take a look at all the different works that he's done, the different projects and people he's worked for, and even some of his NFT collections. So this one is Kabatsu bots. These are some of the holders actually get access to mint some of the Kabatsu mecha. Um, so that's actually how it works. We'll jump into their Discord and take a look at that, the allow list. So Mega City Kabatsu, one of one owners, they'll get 3 mints. So you can go take a look at these on Super Rare. And the collection is actually um, only 3. There's only 3 in the collection, and it's going to be pretty expensive for you to buy these. It's not even up for sale. So when you're trying to get into this, it's really exclusive, right? You have to either have already owned one of his pieces or have the funds to get into it right now. GameCube owners, another piece by Jerry, will be 2 mints. Uh, Pop in and see what these look like. I think some of them are priced at something like 5 ETH, 100 ETH. Some are sold out. You can't even get them. So there's a pretty big price tag on actually being a part of this collection already. That's not to say that you can't get involved. They are giving people allow list, which gets 1 mint. So it's not one of these discords where you can just grind and grind and grind and level up and get into the allow list. They want you to be actually involved. They've actually stopped doing art and meme posts for people to get on the allow list. You actually have to participate in games and activities to be given the allow list. So they are making this really, really exclusive and hard to get. And rightfully so. There's only 2,222 of these. And I think when it really gets down to it, this is Jerry's vision. He wants to create this entire ecosystem of Kabatsu and the Kabatsu world, and these are the starting point for that. And they want to do it organically. There is no roadmap so far. They literally, just before we went live today, they just posted in their Discord a roadmap, mission statement, and roadmap update. So before this, it was just this statement is our roadmap is simply to continue to develop the Kabatsu brand and lay a solid foundation / community for the art and animation. There will be giveaways, raffles, special rewards, collaborations, etc. as this team works to expand. So rather than take a speculative approach, they just wanted to deliver on what they can deliver and work with the community to deliver that, which I really respect. being open and transparent. So that's basically what they're saying here in their values, their mission statement, and their roadmap. Overall, our ethos is organic growth, full transparency, and most importantly, the promotion of a healthy work-life balance, both mentally, physically. So I'm not going to fully go through this, but I think the fact that they're being open with that from the start, they're not trying to promise too much. They're not promising the world. They just are saying this is an exclusive collection created by a great artist who's established in the space, and we're going to build from here. We're going to be here for the long run, and we're not going anywhere. So the mint price is actually just released the other day. The mint price is 0.3 ETH, so a little bit more on the expensive side. But I do think if you hold this long term, you're looking at something that's going to be a very established collectible in the space, created by an established artist. Like I said, they're not going anywhere. So a little bit more of a long-term play, but that's okay. Not everything has to be a flip, right? So 0.3 to get in on this. Like I've been saying, 2,222 supply, and they're all uniquely created, fully animated, and it's 100% allow list. So get into the Discord, get involved and interact, be part of the community, and you may be rewarded for that. So definitely one that I've got on my radar, and if I can get on the allow list, I'm definitely looking to mint this one and hold long term for sure. I think when you look at it, the art's great. The team, the founder, the artist, it's not just great art, but they're already established in the space with a huge catalog. So it's just, for me, it's a bunch of green flags. So not financial advice as always, but definitely take a look at this one. Kabatsu Mecca.
Always like it when there's already collections out by the project or by the artist, or that's got a healthy floor price that is doing well. That's always great. And the next project is very similar to that. So it's Garbage Friends. This is by Marcus Magnuson, the same artist as Invisible Friends, under the Random Collective. So this is quite interesting. It's been hinted at quite heavily, but nothing is 100% confirmed. So this is the Garbage Friends Twitter page. Currently, all they have is a Twitter page. And there hasn't been recent posts. The last post was this one that's pinned on the 16th of February. A lot of people connecting with the concept. Love that. We'll take a serious look at the project after our Invisible Friends mint. But until, we'll put a little pause on things. For people who just found this page and didn't read the bio, we just started this about 2 weeks ago for fun. So even though that's what's being said, everyone in the space, and especially in the Random Collective Discord, is asking when Garbage Friends, right? So if you just jump into their Discord, they actually in the invisible. So remember, Random Collective has got Slim Hoods, Mood Rollers, and Invisible Friends. So in their Discord, you've got all these sections. In the Invisible Friends sections, they're mentioning that, the next drop is going to be the 3D Invisible Friends. Hasn't been finalized yet, planned for the summer of 2022. And then they even saying, like, for everyone who's saying when Garbage Friends, check out that tweet. So if we jump through to that tweet says from Marcus, let's talk Garbage Friends. Number one, it's still napping. Number two, it will tie into the Invisible Friends lure. So he's confirming, because that wasn't apparent to begin with. And obviously, in my opinion, it's quite obvious that there's talks going on behind the scenes between Marcus and Random Collective, negotiating how it's going to work as far as, this project as well as future projects. Do they have the rights to all of his stuff? And I think there's heavy negotiations going on, because I do believe it's in both their best interests to do a long-term partnership together. So it is interesting saying it will tie into the Invisible Friends law. So that does seem to be confirmed. Invisible Friends holders will be prioritized. There will be a percentage for non-holders, obviously a percentage of the amount minted for non-holders, and collections we love to get some EA spots, right? No grinding, but he also says it's about 4 to 5 months away, right? So still long time away. A good time to maybe get a Slim Hoods and a Mood Roller. They're sitting at the lowest they've been for quite a while, because I would imagine that those will help if you just hold an invisible friend versus if you hold an invisible friend and a Slim Hoods and a Mood Roller, the chances are that that will work in your favor if you hold all three to get on Garbage Friends when it does, or even to get on the 3D Invisible Friends, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good time when everyone's napping on the Slim Hoods and the Mood Rollers to get one or two cheap. You will have to hold it for quite a while because, as they say, the 3D collection is summer 2022, still a while away. And then Garbage Friends is at least 4 to 5 months away. But I just took a bit of a deeper look into Marcus Magnuson, and we did do a video where we covered Invisible Friends and him quite deeply. You can watch it over here. But the main thing about him is that he's very into this walking type of, it's technology in a way, right? It's like, he's got it down to a fine art, and it's just he's such an interesting artist because if you look at the other things that he's doing here, I mean, this is a square image, and it's got such movement to it. I mean, look at the dancing ladies. It's incredible. So he's definitely a talented guy with a lot of ideas. And yeah, I think it would be really good for Invisible Friends to have him on board because their whole thing is very much buy our first collection, you get access to our second collection, or you have a better chance of getting access to our second collection. So buy Slim Hoods, you get access to Mood Rollers. Buy Mood Rollers, and if you hold a Slim Hoods and a Mood Roller, you will get a good chance of getting access to Invisible Friends. So now, that carrying on with that, there is that pressure to release new stuff, and I think that Marcus is actually the perfect fit for them, and vice versa. So here's the art. I mean, here it says too soon, some graffiti on a wall somewhere, and someone said yes. I think the answer is too soon. I just want to go back here to show you the actual images. There's not that much to go on. That's just a GIF that he posted, except for what you're seeing here. There's literally been this one shown, and then you've got this as the thing. So seems to be garbage can is the theme, and garbage cans in different situations. Something interesting is he did put a poll up to ask people would they prefer a 10,000 PFP project versus a 5,000 animated project or something else, and ask for comments. So they're definitely toying with this idea of how to do it, when to do it, and all the rest. But definitely worth keeping on your radar. I mean, it's not like alpha because there's already 85,000 followers. It's quite out there. But if you hear and one of the first people to get that confirmation that it's going to be Invisible Friends or its own Discord or whatever, and you jump in there is a chance that you'll be able to get some sort of allow list on it. But yeah, definitely one that I'm personally excited for, should it happen. And I think it's important to have it on everyone's radar if it's not already.
For sure. I really like it. And if they're doing an animated thing, it's going to be even more hyped, I think. And that just goes to show, I think, with the poll they did, that just goes to show what the space is looking for, right? What the NFT space wants. So good on them, and I think it'll be a really good project when things really start to hit the ground running. So next one is one that I'm actually quite excited for, and is early, guys. So hopefully we can get in on it, and doesn't even have a website yet, no Discord. So just what we have to go off is their Twitter, an Instagram following, and their founders. So the art on this one is really honestly going to be, I think, game changing. They're groundbreaking in the NFT sense with their art. Again, it's moving, but it's different. It's different type of moving, and I'll get into that right now. So we're talking about the Possessed. So their Twitter rather is the Possessed NFT. And this is basically all they have currently besides their Instagram. So take a look at this art. It goes from the regular character to the possessed character. I think that's so cool. And the amount of different attributes that go into this to make just the one piece, right? Not only are there the attributes on your regular face, there's the attributes on the moving GIF face. So that, oh man, I love the idea. The art alone gets me really excited about it. So we'll just cruise quickly through their Twitter. Great engagement. Like they have 54,000 followers currently, and just every post gets this one's got almost 6,500 likes, 2.2 thousand retweets. Getting tons of different like fan art and fan engagement here on Twitter. Here's another sneak peek of the really, honestly, I think groundbreaking, trend-setting artwork. Expect to see some things like this coming in the future in terms of derivatives, but these guys are the first ones to do it, as far as I know, and I love what they're doing. Some posts of how they do it, so they're very much involved with their community, which is great to see. I mentioned their founders. So the founders are Tomorrow Builds and What the Fur. So when we jump to them, they're fully doxed, already involved in Web 2. This guy here runs his own company called Hubble, and it's helping businesses find the right balance of office and remote working so their teams can thrive. Really professional website. It just shows that they're people that know what they're doing. They're driven. They have a business already. Just bullish signs when it comes to a team. So really great to see that from one of the founders. And then the other founder, Joe, at What the Fur, he's the founder of Point Studio. So Point Studio is another Web 2 service. I'm not exactly sure what it is that they do, but it's a mix of bringing like digital advertising and making business easier for others. It's like a business solutions service and brand service. So just again, good signs to see that the team is fully doxed, already involved in a lot of they have their own businesses, they're hard workers, that they're involved in Web 2, now they're moving to Web 3. And just cruising through their Instagram, you get another good idea of what's happening, what they're doing, what they're capable of. So this is just showing you the sort of behind the scenes of how it's created. Just really, really great way of interacting with the community through Instagram, as well as showing off their art. So right now, like I said, we're early on this one, but as far as I can tell, great team. They're going to be in this for the long run, right? Like their names are out there. They have businesses that are already established, and jumping into this and doing something like a rug pull would very much hurt their current businesses. So you're not going to see that happen. Do your own research, follow them on Twitter, turn on the bell notification, see about getting in that Discord when it does get launched. But one to definitely watch right now, guys.
And nice to see them making their own path. It's not a derivative of a derivative. It's something we haven't seen before. I always appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, I think we are starting to look at the teams behind the project, and that's become one of the most important things to us is their experience and what has that been like, and that really leads us really nicely into Humankind. This project is pretty much under the radar, I would say. This is pretty early, so I do not have Discord yet. 24,700 followers. It's this nice thick line art, but in black and white. It gives me very much like a comic book type vibes. Also something that we haven't seen in the space, and again, I really appreciate that, to see something that we haven't seen before, and just have it have their own take. But the reason that I'm so excited about this project is that it's a project by Pablo Stanley. Now, Pablo Stanley, if you don't know, is the guy behind Robotos. And Robotos is a very well respected project. It's a 10,000 PFP project. It's been out for probably about 5 months. Floor price of about zero 0.7. So, and it's gone as high as about 2.5 ETH. So to have someone that's launched a successful project before starting his own project is always very, very, very bullish. And he's very involved in the space. So he's actually created a software that can help you create an NFT collection easily, which I think is brilliant because whenever there's a stumbling block in the industry or a barrier to entry in the industry, the guys who are making things that solve those problems are really the trailblazers of the space. And there are many, but Pablo Stanley is definitely one of them. So this is quite cool. Just what else he's involved with, this Bruno.art. But basically, you could have a very basic core characteristics, and you could create a full 10,000 collection on his software from what you have, right? Select backgrounds and things like that. So they've actually done this for Wonder Pals. Wonder Pals used this software, Dirty Bird Fight Club, and Robo Pets. Obviously, that was Roboto's sub collection. So he used his own software to develop Robo Pets, which is a very clean and cool sub collection. So here you've got a guy that's founded I would say maybe even a blue chip NFT, been around for 5-6 months, and then also founded software that's been used by other successful projects and is now venturing into his own art project. So for all those reasons, it makes me very bullish, very well respected in the space. This is all that's currently on the website, is just really what you're seeing in front of you with a link to Twitter. When you click on Discord, it just says only not available at the moment. So I would, if you are interested in this, if this talks to you, I would definitely bookmark this page and maybe every couple of days just check and see if the Discord link goes live. And then I would also obviously, so this is Pablo Stanley's personal Facebook page. So I would also follow him and put bell notifications on. But you can see he's really into this at the moment. There's a Robotos, one of the original collections. I'm actually a holder. I have been for a very long time. And I like the community. I like what they do. And here you'll see a little short video on it, which I also think is just so cool. It's very much sketchy, like he's sketching, but very cartoony. But I always, me, I like to see stuff that I haven't seen before, and it was the same with Generative Dungeon, the first one I'd seen where you could play it in the NFT. That excited me. This excites me also, and you compound that with the fact that it's got Pablo behind it. And this has become his passion. This project has become his passion project. And I'm very, very bullish on this. So I wish I could give you more details as far as, collection size and price and all of that. There isn't that yet. But the benefit is that you very early on this one, only 25,000 on Twitter. Give it a follow, give it the bell notification, and definitely one that I have very firmly on my radar.
I like the black and white art. Like we had in the comments here, you don't see that at all. You haven't seen
Yeah.
that in a single project. And maybe it's because you can't make the NFT seem as different or special without the colors, right? That
Mm.
adds to some of the character or the attributes even of the NFT. So it'll be really interesting to see how they do that, right? How they include different attributes, and maybe there's different characters. I don't know. I like it, and like you said, we're early, so give it a follow, and something that you should be watching. Another one to watch for, and another one that has that same sort of passion behind it, is Fairy Fiends. So Fairy Fiends is a 10K collection. There's no mint price yet, no mint date yet. We're still early. They do have a Discord, so you can hop in and join that. But even the Discord right now isn't huge. The Discord currently excuse me, the Discord currently it has under 10,000 people in the Discord. So definitely jump in and say hello, get involved in the community. But the reason we're bringing it to you is definitely has the potential for that hype. So it has the art style, right? The cute line art style that's really on point with the NFT meta right now. And it has a passionate team that's approaching this in a bit of a different way when it comes to their community building. Uh, so we'll talk a bit about their social presence. They have about 8,000 almost 9,000 followers on Twitter, so still small following there. But what they're really focusing on is their TikTok presence. So their creator, Rivada, she's been documenting the entire experience through TikTok, and has gotten a very decent sized following on TikTok. And in my opinion, TikTok's one of those apps that really, if you get it right, it really pumps your content for you and puts you in front of the eyes that you need to be in front of. So the fact that they're focusing on this, and that they're really in tune with their community when you actually watch some of these, uh, it's just great to see that they want to build a community that way. So speaking of the creators of Ravada Duda. Um, so not a massive following, but a real person. That's what matters, right? She's fully doxxed. You can go to her LinkedIn page. She's only 21 years old, computer science graduate. So she's in tech, and the whole thing is her just getting in touch with her creative side, and creating these things, documenting her actually doing it and going through the process and creating the 10,000 NFTs. The other member of the team is Ray Zayas. He's also fully doxxed. You can head over to his Twitter or LinkedIn page, and see his involvement. He's also a computer uh, coder. So they've got the tech side. They're creating. They're getting in touch with their artistic side. And it's not just a group of coders or a group of programmers that have gone out and hired some artist to just do something for them with some generic uh, traits that it's just gonna, we've seen over and over again with other rug pulls. This is just a young woman pouring her passion for art into an NFT collection, and I really respect that. And
There's
no, go ahead, go ahead.
sorry.
No, I was just gonna
So
say one more exciting thing about it, but I'll get into that after.
you no, I'm probably going to say the same thing. So you did.
Okay, so a big deal is that they had their art their fairy set as Twitter's profile picture for I think it was 3 or 4 days or something
4
like
days.
that. 4
Yeah.
days. So I got that pulled up here. So
How?
Twitter did a competition where hey, they're trying to promote their new NFT profile picture, the hex thing, right? So you connect your wallet, whatever. So they said, hey, NFTs, NFT artists, we want a new profile picture. Send us yours. So Twitter liked this one so much that they had it set for 4 days, and it eventually was sold to them for 1 ETH. Twitter bought this from them for 1 ETH, right? So imagine this, guys, right? Like they don't even have 10,000 followers on Twitter yet, right? Like they're under 10,000 followers on Twitter. They've already gotten the eye of Twitter, and they've sold a piece already for 1 ETH. So just in my eyes, this is mega bullish, fully doxed team. The artwork's in line with what we're seeing in the space currently. So again, keep your eyes on this one. Fairy Fiends. Do your own research, not financial advice.
So I think this Twitter thing is a big deal. And I think that just like we say, different things have historical significance in the space. CryptoPunks was the very first NFT out there, and all the rest of them that were the first are things. I do think that this Twitter thing is going to be spoken about a lot going forward. So, when people are in the space in a few months' time and they're looking into different things and they stumble across that Twitter did what you just said they did, and asked this contest to provide them with NFTs that they ended up loving so much that they kept for 4 days. That's going to make this, every time someone discovers that, this collection is going to pump, in my opinion. Not financial advice, right? The other cool thing about this project, and you touched on it, is that they're documenting the process on TikTok, like every stage of preparation and everything they're doing, which is also something unique and novel. And again, this is really showing very much that these guys have passion, they have belief in what they're doing, and that they're in this for the long run. So yeah, forget needing 100,000 Twitter followers. I think this is a great project, and one that you definitely want to keep on your radar for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to grow quickly for sure. It's definitely going to be growing.
Yeah, for sure. The next one is Kahiru. So I just want to start with the art, because the art for me here is quite incredible. This is just one example.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Like the way it kind of looks like the light coming off of the back of the mask. That one was cool. This one's really cool as well.
Yeah, I dig her. So it's really quite incredible art, and it fits in nicely with the 3D anime mixed together, right? So if we have a look here, the artist is Hodie Picure, and I really hope I'm saying that correctly. And if you come onto his Twitter, you can see here he's got 25,000 followers, joined in April 2019. But he definitely, this was then doing a carpet with the logo, but he definitely lives and breathes art. I mean, it's not some guy who just started yesterday. Here you can see him doing a mural on the wall. Look at those pants. Those pants are someone who's been painting for at least 10 years. Do you see the paint on his pants?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen overnight. Those are obviously his painting pants. Check how cool. So I'll just show you here, even from, look how cool. There's just something that I am seeing in this. Okay, that could be a tease for later. But I just went to look more deeply into other work that he's done. He's from Spain. This is one of my favorites. I mean, the way he's capturing emotion in these pictures, or in these paintings, or in these digital paintings, whatever you want to call it, this for me is really, really like top shelf art. Really is.
Mhm.
This is, I mean, look, he's really able to capture emotion in a way that most people are not. And he's got that sort of comic,
Oh,
well, this
that's
one's
well
not so
done.
comic. He's got that comic book style to it,
Yeah.
right? Uh,
Disney-ish. That one looks almost
yeah,
Disney-ish. That
this
one's sick.
one's,
That one's sick. That's
yeah.
cool. Looks like it's straight out of Diablo.
But I mean, this could be a character in a movie. The quality is so good. So for me, as far as artist goes, this definitely ticks a lot of boxes for me. There's not much. Okay, so a lot of different stuff going on here, but I just think it's cool. It's cool to see an artist's past work and what he's dealing with. I mean, this one is easier to see the detail in this one because it's not so dark. I'll just make it bigger for you. But it's just a different approach. It's different to anything that we've seen, and the detail is quite incredible. So, as I said, from an art perspective, this definitely for me gets a 10 out of 10. Not so much necessarily my taste, just the quality of whatever he's doing. Any of these
Mhm.
pictures that I'm showing you, to me is really quite cool. He has a sculpture that he did. So you get the gist. But when you go over to their Twitter over here, they've recently opened Discord, but it's not public. So you do have to. When I say recently, I mean like 2 days ago. You do have to sort of live on here, and so follow and put your bell notification on. And then at times they drop codes for you to be able to get into Discord, right? So we don't know a huge amount about the mint price, the collection size, anything like that. I have been trying the last few days when I knew I was going to be covering it to get in. Unfortunately, I haven't been there at the right time yet. But something that they did say here is, we're not going to be doing a Dutch auction. We won't hold a FCFS public sale, and like first come, first serve. And Kahiru is for the community, right? So there's not much to go off here. We're bringing it to you early, but the things I am seeing, I'm liking, like the engagement on Twitter is just incredible. So again, just for my thing, 69,000 followers, but that's shot up, hey? But you just look here, this tweet that I just read you has got 2,700 likes, 700 retweets, 500 comments. This one over here might have been a pinned tweet at some stage, I don't know, but 9,000 likes, 12,000 retweets. Even these ones yesterday, this was not a pinned tweet. 1,500 likes, 270 retweets, 900 comments, right? So the Twitter engagement is incredible. And we do typically see that with projects that don't yet have a website or a Discord, but look cool, because the only way people can engage is Twitter. So it's always very bullish to see this level of engagement so early on. And yeah, I'm keeping it on my side. I was able to find a bit of a roadmap just by looking through other content. It was very straight. No, it's not a physical one. Was
Okay.
very straight. Was very straightforward. Nothing out of the ordinary. So if I had to put it in a box, which I don't like to do. But if I had to, I would say it's predominantly an art project and community project. That, it's not much utility that I could see. But again, if you've got an amazing community and an amazing artist, I mean, look at Random Collective,
Yeah.
Invisible Friends at an 80th floor price or whatever. You do have a successful formula. So, going to be interesting to see how this plays out for sure. But it
Mhm.
is one that I want you to have on your radar and want you to be aware of.
Definitely cool artwork. I like the anime 3D. Haven't seen that
Yeah.
that combo yet. So really well done, like detail wise, and yeah, that's a great project.
It looks good. And it's sort of like you think, okay, but it's another anime project. Okay, even another 3D project.
Yeah.
People do respond well to things that they recognize. They do.
Hmm.
So at the moment, 3D has died down because of all the rug pulls that happen in 3D. Anime is still very much there. So here's something different. It's a different take on it. You can't expect everyone to invent something completely brand new, but this has definitely got its own unique style. It's not a derivative, it's not a copycat. It just falls into the box of 3D and anime,
Yeah.
right? Just like, in my opinion, it falls into art and community. So, yeah, one that I'm interested to watch at this
Yeah.
point. Looking forward to finding out more. And maybe what we'll do if they don't rush the launch, which by them saying it's all about community, hopefully they won't, we'll be able to recover this when we have more info and we're in the Discord and we know more about it.
For sure. Definitely. That
Cool.
that
And
was
well,
isn't that all of them for today, I think?
that's all of them for today. Tomorrow, you're going to be with me. We're going to be looking at the top NFTs to buy in a bear market. So, yes, we are in a bear market. Okay.
Yeah.
Volume yesterday was $50 million, which is the lowest it's been the entire year. The day before was 60, the day before 65, the day before 70, the day before 70. So we've gone from 250 million at the absolute high. We're now a fifth of that in volume. Yesterday was literally the lowest day the entire year. So I
Wow.
do think we're in a bear market at the moment. ETH has held up quite nicely. About 2,600 it's sitting at. So, it's very hard to know how long or short this is going to be. My personal feeling is that we might have another couple of hard days, and hopefully in the next few days we'll start to see a bit of a tick up if Ethereum stays where it is. Ethereum's at a good level for NFTs. It's not too low that people are panicked. It's not too high that it's unaffordable. So ETH's on our side. Gas is on our side. We've got world politics that are not on our side. Sorry, Dope, but yeah, bear. It is. But with that said, there are still opportunities in the bear market.
Yeah.
So for me, I've definitely got a list of great projects that I've been looking at that I'm trying to get into at the right price. And now's a good time to be buying good projects, not risky projects, but established good projects. So I'm going to just take you through my list. Simple as that, and show you what I'm buying and why I'm buying it, so that you can create your own list of items if you resonate with what I'm saying, your own list of items that you have on your wish list, which is what it is. And when it hits those right points, you're ready to buy. Because this is in a week's time, in a month's time, when we back in a bull market doing 200 million on OpenSea, these collections that are established and good are going to double, triple. So this is the time to be
Yeah.
buying good projects.
Well, and think about it too, like these projects that have been around for some time, and yeah, there's a lull in the market. That doesn't mean they stop building, stop delivering, stop marketing, right? So this whole time through this bear market, if it's a good project, they're not going to be stopping, right? And then when that bull market rolls in and all the money starts coming back into the market from all the people who felt like they missed out on NFTs, these ones have been building the whole time, and they're the ones that were forefront in people's minds during that time of uncertainty. They're watching them, or they're seeing their ads or their marketing campaigns or whatever. So definitely having a list of solid projects is a good strategy.
And
Not always
also, I think
speculating with mint
flips and new
flips
mints,
and
yeah.
mints. Yeah, that during a bear market for sure. Like you don't know. Like people just may be saving their money and say, hey, 2-3 months ago, I would have minted this for sure, no problem. But I'm gonna be a little more cautious now.
And we're seeing that. We're seeing
Yeah.
that with new mints. But what I do want to say is that the numbers that we had in January and February, the huge numbers that we had turnover in OpenSea, that paints a picture of a lot of new people in the space. A lot.
Hmm.
With that said, we have to understand that for a lot of people, they've never seen a bear market. So you and I have seen 2 or 3 before. So you and I are quite confident that it is going to recover. And it's not about if, it's about when it recovers. But I think a lot of people don't realize that. And I think a lot of people are making certain mistakes. I think that they're selling blue chips. When looking back, you're going to realize you're selling good projects at their absolute low, and those projects will recover. And I think when you get extra desperate, like for profit, and you take bigger risks and you're buying into projects that aren't reputable, so you're taking solid blue chip money that's in a good project, selling it in a panic, and ending
Yeah.
up spreading that over stuff that is uncertain and a higher risk. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I want to really guide you guys through that and just explain my thinking. And I'm going to cover a wide array of price points, so that it really is something for everyone. So I'm looking forward to that. If you haven't already, it would be really nice if you like our video. We like that, and
Subscribe.
YouTube also likes that. Yeah, Morland, you tell them subscribe.
Well, of course, you got to subscribe. Philip said it already. Hit the like. We've got some links down in the description. Go follow us on Twitter. Hit us up in our Discord. We've got a ton of alpha always. Philip's dropping knowledge literally like 2 a.m. his time. He'll drop some knowledge bombs. So get in
It's
there,
true.
get involved. Links are down in the description, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to Philip's show tomorrow, though. That's going to be a really good one. It's going to be a great show. But
Awesome.
yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you then.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
Peace.
Ciao.